Hello YouTube world and welcome back to my channel that serves literally no purpose besides bringing you guys some mediocre entertainment and me joy. So as you can see by the title today, I am taking myself out on a date because I feel like I always have like in my head these ideas of fun things that I want to do when I have friends or when I get a boyfriend, and I'm like, why the fuck am I waiting for that to happen to do these fun things? Like, I can go do these all by myself. So that's what we're doing today. Okay guys, so I'm like having this self-care day. My first step is, there's definitely a fuck ton of hair on my lips right now. Hold on. It's the gloss, man. It's the gloss. It's fun, but it's messy. Anyway. And my first step is to go get my favorite coffee, which is like Dutch Bros. And literally, like 2 people complimented my outfit and I can die happy now. Like, I literally can die happy now. It's literally the outfit that's on my fall outfit inspo. So literally already best day ever. Like, I can't. Anyway, okay. Next step is gonna go buy myself some flowers at Target. Okay guys, so I just got out of Target and I was trying to manifest some white flowers. Guess what? They're a little yellow, but like I still love them and they're the closest thing to white, so I'm so excited. Also, I needed a new dry shampoo. Oh my god, this lid fucking sucks, but whatever. I need a new dry shampoo. I don't know what I'm saying. Dry shampoo. So I got this one. I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but I wanted something to give me volume because I feel like the healthier my hair gets, the flatter it gets, which I'm not really like the biggest fan of. But I also don't like having damaged hair, so the dilemma. The dilemma. Anyway, I'm gonna go home to put my flowers in water and yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do next. Okay guys, so I'm home again and I'm gonna go to dinner with my dad because it's his birthday, so my solo date is being put on pause. But I will continue after dinner. We're going at 7, so we'll probably be done by like 9. Maybe do like some self-care stuff, a nice bath, some facials, you know, the usual. Maybe take a late night drive. I don't know. We'll see what we get into because I'm not done spending quality time with myself. Okay guys, so it's like 10:30. I got home like literally an hour and a half ago, but I decided to work on my video that's going up tomorrow because I don't want to be rushing tomorrow to get it done. So my thoughts were, I'll just go to bed and tomorrow I will continue this solo date and go do a few more things that I wanted to do that I didn't get to do today because it was my dad's birthday, and with him it's just really hard to tell when we're gonna go to dinner, like if it's gonna be today or if it's gonna be tomorrow. Sorry, my family's watching a movie. Because his schedule is just all over the place, so it's really just like if he says now, it's now. So that's why this whole video got diverged, but we're gonna continue it tomorrow. Do not fret. Okay guys, so it is Sunday now and it's like 2 o'clock, but I had a very great morning. I worked out, I did my laundry, I did some chores like cleaning and stuff, so I'm like fully ready now to go out and about. We're gonna go get coffee, obviously. And then we're gonna go to Joann's because I literally love Joann's. I feel like a grandma and I love Joann's. I just find so many good things that I can make clothes out of. And right now we're going to buy yarn so that my mom can hopefully knit this sweater for me that I like dying to have. But it's absurdly expensive, so it was, I think online it said it was about 600 euros or pounds. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one, but either way that's probably somewhere around like $700 to $800, and I'm not gonna spend that on a knit sweater, so we're gonna try and make it ourselves. and that's what we're trying to find at Joann's. Other than that, I don't really think there's anything amazing that I want to go do. Also, I have like a massive pimple here. What can I say? Life. I'm outside of Dunkin' and I always feel so much anxiety when I ill prepared for the drive-thru. I don't know why, but like if I don't have my app open and ready to go and I'm like getting closer and I feel so much anxiety because I'm like, oh, they're gonna ask me to pay right now and I don't have it ready, and then they're handing me my stuff, and yeah, a lot. But anyway, that's a different tangent. So while I'm driving over here, I'm just jamming to music and just really thinking about my solo quality time. While for some people this might literally just be running errands, I feel as though this is already a huge improvement to me, because for a while I feel like I became very dependent on having someone else do these things with me. So whether it was my mom, one of my sisters, it's an improvement for me to be able to go out on my own and not feel so anxious and like almost not want to get out of my car, because that's how I was feeling yesterday when I went to Dutch Bros. I was gonna go in the drive-thru, but then the drive-thru just looked like it was gonna take forever. So I told myself, just go park, walk down there and order in person. And as I was walking down there, I was getting so anxious. And I was like, okay, maybe I could turn around and it might still not look awkward and weird. And then some girl complimented my outfit, and that's when I was like, okay, that made me feel so much less anxious. Like, it calmed my anxiety a lot of like, I'm really out and about alone. And also I think through a lot of healing, I have become okay with being alone. I've just become so at peace with my company and how I always have good energy around myself that I don't want to sacrifice that for company, if you understand what I'm saying. I hope this is making sense. I don't think there's anything wrong with feeling alone. It's feeling lonely, like you literally don't have anyone in your life at all. And I think I don't feel so lonely because I have my family and I still live at home, so I literally see people every single day. But I could see how it can be a lot easier to feel really lonely when you live alone and maybe you really don't have any friends, you don't have a significant other. I can't really speak on that experience because I haven't had that experience, but I'm sure at some point in my life I will. And I think that will also aid in a lot of growth of just being okay with being alone in a much deeper sense. But I do think it is very important to nurture and foster the relationships that you do have in your life, because humans and human connection is literally what people thrive off of. Even though you might say no, like at some point in your life you do need some human connection. So anyway, so while this might not seem like a grand solo date for people, this is grand to me and I love it, and we're gonna head to Joann's. So I just got to Joann's. I'm gonna insert the pictures of the yarn that I'm trying to find. Hopefully it's not too expensive because Joann's can kind of be pricey. That's why I wanted to go to Southgate this weekend, but it just literally didn't end up working out at all. But it looks like a thicker yarn, so, and there's not many colors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 colors? Yeah, 4 colors. So hopefully I can just get one of each, and that will be enough. I don't know, because it's like a thicker yarn, so I don't think it'll take as many like wefts to go through to create the pieces, but I'm not exactly sure. So I'll probably just end up getting one of each because they're probably like $6 each if I'm lucky and they're on sale, but if not, then we're probably gonna walk out with nothing. Just kidding, but who knows. Anyway, so let's go inside. Well, didn't have it, the yarn I wanted. Just kind of sad, but it's fine. I did have a fun time looking around. I didn't buy anything else because I didn't need anything else, so it wasn't meant to be. I would ask my mom to go later with me, but I think they close at 5. It's already like 3:20, so by the time I get home, eat dinner, it's probably already gonna be 5. Maybe I'll go on Monday, just tomorrow, at the Joann's that's closer by my house, or I might just wait until next weekend and go to LA. So probably be cheaper there anyway, because the ones I was looking at were like $10 per ball of yarn. I was like, oh, it's kind of expensive. I mean, granted, it's still cheaper than buying a like $700-800 knit floor length cardigan, but I was like, I don't really want to spend $40 on yarn, so I don't know. But I'll drive home and I'll see y'all in a bit. And sorry if you hear my family in the background. They're just a loud Mexican family. What are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts on all of this because it's like, I don't know, as I was driving home, because I like took a long drive home, I was just really settling in my thoughts and thinking about it, and kind of sad. Maybe not fully sad, but just a little disheartened. It could possibly be I just didn't find the yarn that I wanted, but it also just made me think about like friendships and stuff like that, and how I said earlier how like humans crave that connection, and I, for some reason or another, just don't have that in like friendships and relationships. And well, at the end of the day, I know, like I fully am aware that I much rather be alone and in my own peace and in my own energy than with someone that doesn't meet me at my level, as in like presence and energy. I still can't help but feel sad sometimes, like, you know, where you're just like in your feels and you're like, wow, I really just wish I had someone. And I think it's different if you have friends but you don't have a relationship, or you have a relationship but you don't have friends, as opposed to when you don't have either. It really forces you to sit with who you are. And trust me, years ago I probably could not sit with who I am at all. Like I hated being alone, just because it really forced me to be very introspective and in my thoughts, and I didn't know how to deal with what was going on in my life and the changes that were going on, as opposed to now, after a lot of growth, I'm okay with being alone, and I really value that growth a lot, because now that I'm okay being alone, even lonely, I guess, like even in those sad moments, I'm okay with being fully in my sadness, feeling emotion and moving on, as opposed to sacrificing myself and my peace and my energy for a relationship that doesn't serve me. And I just really admire that growth in myself, and I'm so happy that I've gotten to a place where I value that more than having someone around, that the relationship is really meaningless. So this is great. This is a great solo weekend, really. Gave me a lot of energy and perspective to just like lock in to who I want to be and what I want to do. And people come and go in your life, and when the time is right, I will hopefully meet the right type of friends and the right relationship. Until then, I'm perfectly content with just me. So with that being said, I hope you guys learned something. I hope you got something from this video. Peace and blessings, and I'll see you in the next one.